All right, so you've started the keto diet and you've probably noticed, well, a certain change in the bathroom, right? If that's you, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we are going to break down that whole ketosis urine smell. And I promise, by the end of this, you'll stop seeing it as something to worry about and start seeing it as a sign that you're totally crushing it. Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start with that surprising side effect itself. Then we'll dive into the cool science behind ketones. We're also going to cover the super important difference between safe ketosis and the stuff you actually need to worry about. Then we'll map out how long this whole thing lasts, give you some simple ways to manage it, and wrap it all up with the key takeaway. Sound good? Let's go. First things first, let's talk about that surprising side effect. We're going to get right to the point and figure out what this keto scent is all about. So, does this sound familiar? You're a few days into your new routine. You're feeling pretty good. You're hitting your macros. And then you notice it. This distinct, kind of weird new smell that definitely wasn't there last week. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, before your mind starts racing and you think something's wrong, let me just clear the air right now. It's not a bad sign, it's actually the opposite. This is one of the first real, tangible signs that your body is doing exactly what you've been asking it to do. It is, believe it or not, a sign of success. So why on earth does this happen? What is going on inside your body? Well, that brings us right into the science of it all. Let's talk ketones and why your body is suddenly changing its scent. See, when you cut way back on carbs, your body has to find a new source of energy. So it turns to your fat stores and starts producing these awesome little molecules called ketone bodies. There are three of them: BHB, acetoacetate, and acetone. Now, they all have their own jobs, but it's that middle one, acetoacetate, that's the main character in our story. Here's the play-by-play. First, you cut the carbs. Your body uses up all its stored sugar. Second, your liver starts breaking down fat. Third, it cranks out those ketones we just talked about. And here's the crucial fourth step. In the beginning, your body is kind of new at this, so it makes way more ketones than it can actually use. That excess has to go somewhere, right? And that one ketone, acetoacetate, gets flushed out through your urine. And that is what you're smelling. I absolutely love this quote from Dr. Robert Chen. He says, "What we're seeing is actually elegant biochemistry at work. This is metabolic flexibility in action." Isn't that a great way to think about it? It's not some weird, gross side effect. It's your body's incredible, elegant design adapting right before your nose. Okay, now we need to talk about something really important because I want to put any and all fears to rest. Let's make a critical distinction between safe ketosis and unsafe ketosis. Look, on the left, you've got nutritional ketosis. That's our goal. It's a safe, controlled metabolic state that you get from your diet. On the right, you have something totally different: diabetic ketoacidosis, or DKA. This is a life-threatening medical emergency that usually happens to people with type 1 diabetes who don't have enough insulin. The causes are worlds apart, and the symptoms of DKA, we're talking extreme thirst, nausea, confusion, are way, way beyond just a funny smell. And the numbers really drive this point home. I mean, it's not even close. In nutritional ketosis, your blood ketone levels hang out in this nice, safe little range, maybe 0.5 to 3.0. With DKA, those levels are through the roof. We're talking over 10. It's like comparing a garden hose to a fire hydrant. They are not in the same league. So for a healthy person on a keto diet, that smell is just a temporary signpost, not a danger signal. So the big question is, how long do you have to put up with this? Well, let's talk about the timeline, because here's the best news yet. This is a very temporary journey. Think of it in stages. For the first week or two, that's going to be peak odor time. Why? Because your body is making a ton of ketones, but it's still learning how to use them efficiently. By weeks 3 to 6, your body's getting way smarter. It's adapting, becoming a pro at using ketones for fuel, so there's less waste. And for most people, after about 6 weeks or so, you're fat adapted. The odor is pretty much gone because your body is now making just what it needs. Okay, so you get the what and the why. Now let's get to the how. How can you actually manage this in the meantime? Let's go over some simple, actionable strategies. The single best, most effective, easiest thing you can possibly do: hydrate. Drink more water. Seriously, it's that simple. When you drink plenty of water, it dilutes your urine, which naturally makes the concentration of those ketones and the smell way less intense. Aiming for 8 to 10 glasses a day is a great target. It makes a huge difference. Now, beyond just water, a few other little things can help. You absolutely want to keep your electrolytes, your sodium, potassium, magnesium in check. That's just crucial for feeling good on keto anyway. Also, make sure you're not going crazy on the protein. Keep it moderate. But, honestly, the biggest tip is just be patient. Your body is making a massive fuel source switch. Give it a little time to figure things out. You might see all kinds of supplements out there, but they are totally optional tools, not requirements. And I think this quote from Sarah really says it all. She said, by week 3, I barely noticed it anymore. By week 5, it was completely gone. It was such a minor thing compared to how much better I felt overall. And that's the experience most people have. It's a short-term, minor thing on the road to feeling fantastic. So let's bring this all home. Let's talk about the key takeaway, and more importantly, how you should frame this whole experience. If you remember one thing from this, let it be this. That smell is a normal, temporary, and totally positive sign that your body is successfully making the switch to burning fat for fuel. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's a little notification from your body that your hard work is actually paying off. What this all comes down to is learning to read the signals your body is sending you. Instead of getting freaked out by change, we can learn to understand what it means. So, I'll just leave you with this thought to chew on. Your body is talking. The real question is, are you listening?